This is an exciting week for the Pacific Humanitarian Warehousing Program, bringing together more than 40 participants from across the Pacific Islands, including Timor-Leste, national disaster management officers, civil society organizations, organizations for people with disability, development partners, and UN humanitarian partners as well.
This workshop directly builds on a recent virtual meeting in May, as well as the valuable insights you yourselves have shared during our in-country missions and community consultations. The work we do here this week together will ultimately form the foundations of the 3 interconnected priorities of the Pacific Humanitarian Warehousing Program: greening humanitarian action, localization, and GEDSI.
I think that some highlights for me are just really getting the NDMO more involved in incorporating GEDSI in our national strategies and policies, and really looking at our gender and protection cluster and what they can do more in the GEDSI areas, and into incorporating that into warehousing, since we're really looking at building something that's for the NDMO.
So some of the challenges that we face, first up, is because of cultural practices and traditional barriers. Those are some of the challenges that avoids us from including GEDSI into our daily work, and especially our policies and SOPs. And also because of geographic isolation of our island countries.
I think in Kiribati, it's been there around for some time, but we're still trying to break through the barriers, trying to reduce the objections and the tensions that come up when you talk about GEDSI, especially gender equality, and now more recently gender-based violence and inclusion of people with disabilities.
This week's workshop has been an eye-opener when you really peel back the onion, so to speak, in this particular genre, GEDSI. Quite often we get lost in the overall scheme of things. With emergency management, disaster management, you have a bird's eye view of really at the very core is response and preparedness. And quite often we generalize in the different areas that we prepare a national response package.
We never really thought about GEDSI involvement in the warehouse. So now I'm learning a lot. It's like opening my eyes and said, these are some areas that we never considered.
In my line of work, I have to work with people with disability in terms of ensuring that they are included in our DRM plans. I know GEDSI is not new, but listening to the workshop yesterday, it's like, I have to consider the gender side of it in terms of inclusiveness. That's what I wanted to ensure, that when I go back, I want to meet with them and see how or what their voices are, and ensuring that they are included as well.
For me personally, what some of the learning that I've gotten this week is to really understanding the program itself, Pacific Warehouse, and also giving perspective of persons with disabilities on the warehouse itself, looking at the formation, the different lens. For example, for persons with disabilities, understanding the importance of ensuring accessibility of the infrastructure itself, and also content in terms of kits and things that suitable for persons with disability. Persons with disability are always been seen as they are the receiving end of any aid that's provided after a cyclone or disasters. But with the work that we do right now, it has sort of allowed us to also engage in the space because of the experiences that persons with disability has been experiencing in the past, whereby response efforts have not been, inclusive, in the sense that missed the intervention is provided does not really meet the needs of people with disabilities. And for us, we come into this type of space to show the how.
It is not about because we are disability and we have to prepare that kind of accessibility. It's precondition only. It's for us, everyone. Anyone can be disability in any time. And that is not about choice. It's about condition, that anyone can be disabled in any time. So then we prepare something for us, not because we are disability, for some group. This is very important. This is the key. So don't put somebody else or people with disability there and, oh, we are doing for them. No, we are doing for us, ourselves.
I'm very grateful and very happy that this journey has really, on the road right now, because I remember first meeting with our Australian High Commission at that time, a couple of years back, just on the idea and what they're planning on doing. And then finally to have all those conversations and then have the team come over. And then now we're all brought together, discussing on face-to-face instead of just on emailing, things like that, but to bring us all together. And then I think it's a very big achievement and able to share and help uplift each other and knowing that it's real, that's happening.
There is a deep appreciation of this process. To me, it's a process for mainstreaming and integrating GEDSI, and it's a practical one. To actually see how it works from a practical perspective, where you start from the planning and the design, I guess we're around that, and then look at the outcome, and knowing that there will be a tangible outcome in the near future, that's very refreshing and encouraging.
The collective goal must be to amplify the local voices, recognize traditional knowledge as legitimate and vital, and embed inclusion at every stage of the disaster response cycle.